Well, a couple of weeks ago our friends over at Blizzard announced a new expansion for the MMORPG World of Warcraft. After the forces of Azeroth fought back the Burning Legion, the Horde and Alliance are going at each other again in Battle for Azeroth. If you haven't seen the trailer for it yet, I highly recommend you watching it, it is great. Blizzard promises us 6 new playable races, Kul Tiras and Zandalar as new regions and many more things to come. But today I don't want to talk about Battle for Azeroth. I want to focus more on the current installment, Legion. What do you need to know about it to be ready for the Battle for Azeroth once it commences next year? To answer this, come and join me on my very own adventure in World of Warcraft Legion. One of the most important parts of this expansion is the return of the Burning Legion. I guess you can see where the expansion got its name from. A few words to the Burning Legion if you don't know. The Burning Legion is the army of demons and all other bad creatures under the banner of the fallen titan Zagreus. He's pretty much the big bad wolf of the Warcraft universe. This legion conquered and destroyed countless worlds on their crusade through the universe, and after several failed attempts, they are back in Azeroth. Most of the story revolves around this invasion and the Alliance and Horde's attempts on stopping it. Another big part of Legion is the introduction of a new hero class, the Demon Hunter. After reaching level 70, players are able to fight the Legion as a Demon Hunter. Under the guidance of Illidan Stormrage, Demon Hunters use the demonic force Fail to fight the Legion's forces. It's a fight fire with fire thing. And this is where we come into play, as I tried my luck at this new class. Right from the start I was confronted with a difficult question. Would I like my Demon Hunter to be a Night Elf or a Blood Elf? I started with the Night Elves for strategic reasons. The game threw me right into the story after this. We opened a couple of years ago during the assault on the Black Temple and a chat with Illidan himself. On a side note, he's again voiced by Liam O'Brien, who does a fantastic job.
Illidari. My demon hunters.
I love that guy. No homo. We are one of Illidan's champions, and to get on the winning side of the assault, he sends us to a distant Legion planet called Madum to recover a powerful artifact. And now it's finally time to play the game. Over 2 minutes into the video. On Madum, the player can dip its toes into the Demon Hunter class to learn about your abilities, which are mostly melee based, and establish a foothold on Madum. To do so, we need some reinforcements. To get them over here we simply sacrifice some of our own people to create portals. But since I'm a nice guy, I even offered up my own soul to power one of these portals. This gives us a little insight on how it is possible that player characters return from the dead.
Interesting. Like me, you have an immortal demon soul. You cannot truly die. Instead, your soul will make its way to the twisting nether. There, you will wait until you can find a suitable body to inhabit. Now get back into your corpse while there is still time, and bring me the keystone.
So every player has an immortal demon soul? Even paladins? Just don't think about it too much. Slow and steady we fight our way through the Legion's officers and steal some of their abilities. For example, to learn how to detect demons, I simply rip this guy's eyes out.
My eyes! My eyes!
Rated E for everyone.
But there's one thing I have to talk about. How awesome is the double jump and glide ability? I love it! Speaking of abilities, after borrowing a book from the Legion, we have to decide either to specialize on the damage dealing Havoc talents or tanking Vengeance talents. I decided for Havoc since it allows me to transform into an ass-kicking demon avatar. I promptly taught my crew of demon hunters the same thing. Well, most of them.
Wait, I can't contain. No, Manasra.
He will be missed. After roughly 30 minutes of fighting demons and blowing stuff up, we finally reach the Fail Hammer, the Legion's headquarters on Madum. On the spaceship we face off with the Broodmother Tirana, a spider-like demon thing. Like the Legion needed spiders to be more intimidating, you know? After a vicious fight we kill Tirana and lay hands on the demonic artifact, the Sagarite Keystone. The keystone is a skeleton key that opens portals to every Legion planet and is our ticket back home. But back at the Black Temple we have to witness Illidan's defeat by the Warden Maeve Shadowsong, and after a little fight we're trapped and imprisoned by the Watchers, doomed to spend the rest of eternity locked up in their vault. Just a few words on what the Watchers are. They are a group of jailers responsible for watching over criminals and dangerous individuals. Like us. They are pretty much the Night Elf police force. Now we jump ahead a couple of years to the present day. The Burning Legion under the lead of Gul'dan is attacking the Vault of the Watchers. Okay, I'm pretty sure someone is going, Gul'dan? Well, that guy is dead since Warcraft 2. Well, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but you're not right either. Thanks to some timey-wimey time travel stuff, the Warlock is back and up and about. With the help of a rogue watcher, Kodana Felsong, the Legion breaches the prison and Maeve Shadowsong has only one choice to fight off their hordes of demons.
I've spent my entire life as Keeper of the Wicked. Thousands of years, my only solace, knowing the world is kept safe from your kind. But I would do anything to save Azeroth. Even if it means releasing you. Will you help us, Demon Hunter?
So now it's back to business. We free our other buddies, learn some new abilities and help the Watchers to stop the more dangerous prisoners from escaping. And I give Blizzard this. They got a little bit creative on how to stop those prisoners. You have to freeze them or use mirrors, Legend of Zelda style, to stun and stop them. Or you just go ahead and kill them. After helping out the Watchers, we head to Illidan's prison just to find Gul'dan and Kodana making off with his body. Maeve does the only sensible thing in this situation, going after the Warlock, leaving us behind to clean up the mess in the vault. Another boss fight later we finally set out foot of the prison and meet the Archmage Khadgar, who's asking us for help. And that's where I want to end it for today. We still have a ton of lore and gameplay to cover, but I don't want these videos to become too long. If you enjoyed what you just saw, let me know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment. We will return to World of Warcraft Legion in a couple of days. Until then, bye bye!
Wait! I can't contain. No! Manethra!
Rated E for everyone.